Hello and welcome to Gilly Kube. I am going to pour some ready-made paints, so meaning they are purchased pre-made. Nothing needs to be done to them except create your artwork. So I'm going to paint over this little glass vase or cup or wine goblet. So if you're going to put any paint on glass, you just need to really prepare it by, I'm picking up gold paint from somewhere here. It's all, anyway. Okay, so what I do to prepare mine is isopropyl, whatever you call it. Alcohol is just give it a spray, and what it does is takes off any of your fingerprints and anything that'll stop the paint from sticking, any greasy spots. So I just wipe over your little glass object. It can be a glass vase, it can be a sheet of glass, anything. Now I've got a canvas underneath because any paint that drips off the glass will go on the canvas, and then I can make another creation underneath that. I'm going to put a little cup there, plastic cup, because the plastic cup will be easy for me to lift and take off the canvas. Even with the glass, you should be able to lift it, take it off. And also when you come to get the glass off when it's dried, you can just squeeze your plastic cup and it will release your glass. So that is the theory of it all. So just get my fingerprints off the outside of it again and place it over the cup as evenly as possible, so when you start to paint it don't all drip off one side, but I'm sure you'll work that one out. So I'm going to do really 3 simple colours, which are black, gold and turquoise over this one, so very minimalistic. I'll just put that to the side for a second, just using a little jug, and then it's literally, I'm going to pour my, start again. Make sure you give your paint really good shake. Like I said, these are pouring acrylic paint that you don't have to do anything with. I love this gold in the Mont. I love it. It's a really bright, shiny, vibrant gold. So I'm going to put this on the bottom, because usually what you put on the bottom of your cup will come out last. And then I'm going to add black to that. So just pour it down the side of your jug. You can, oh, that's really thick. Don't want much of that. Okay, and now my turquoise. It is looking like it's not mixed real well in there. These paints have been sitting around for quite a long time, so hopefully that they're all still good. So again, just, that one's really thick too. Dribbling it down. I'll put some more of my gold. This should be absolutely plenty. Don't really want to put too much of the black, because obviously it could take over, even though the colours of the black and gold are really lovely together. Okay. I think that should be enough for this little glass vase. Let me just put that aside. But what I sometimes like to do is just pour, so I might just pour some black over this to begin with. So my colours that I've got should just then slide over this. So I'm just gonna basically coat my glass with this. Don't worry too much about the centre, because it is like indented. So I'll just let that drip over. So when I put my colours on, actually this black is a little bit, I'm seeing some lumps in it, so I'm really hoping that it's still okay. Otherwise I've got a load of paint to throw out because it's got a few lumps in. It has probably been sitting on my shelf, which is in a darkened room when I'm not working here, for a couple of years, but it has got a few little, so I'm really hoping that it doesn't affect the whole thing. I'm gonna grab a little brush and I'm gonna just coat my glass. I haven't really done it this way before. I've just poured the paint, but I thought if I do a base coat, I might not use so much of the colours and I can make it go a little bit further. But of course, if this paint is no good, so fingers crossed, I'll just paint that out. Like I said, the bottom has got a little indentation, which I usually push a balloon in, which then spreads the paint over it. So we'll leave that to do its thing. And now I'll start to sort of circle, ring pour my colours. And let's see how we go. I mean, isn't that black and gold just beautiful to start with? But look how the black is so taking over. I probably really needed to have the absolute minimum black in there. And the turquoise hasn't even come out yet. I think I'm gonna have to add some turquoise in there. I mean, the black and gold is gorgeous on its own, really, isn't it? I haven't got another. The black and gold is really lovely. I really like that. If it stays like that, that'd be perfect. I might try and put a bit of the turquoise in now. See if we can, and I might even just put a skewer around to see if I can mix the paints a little bit. But that is lovely, lovely, lovely as black and gold, actually. That's lovely. Let's put a bit. Oh, see, that turquoise is so nice. I think I'm gonna stop there because it's actually, that will drip down. That is beautiful. Oh, loving that. Wow, wow, wow. So what I'm really gonna do now is I'm just gonna leave that to do its thing, drip down off the onto the canvas, and then I will lift that plastic cup off the canvas. So I've got better put some gloves on for that. But I'm gonna leave it for about 10 minutes to just all drip to where it should be, so I'll get the most amount of paint on my canvas. But very happy with that. That is gorgeous. Okay, I've moved my cup over to the side with this is just the dripped off paint. So I'm going to create a little piece of art with the runoff paint and what I still have left. I just want to show you, this was one I did about 3 years ago. In the blues, and I've got my art pens in it. So this was a lovely little one, probably too nice to have just my pens in. You can certainly use it in your bathrooms, you can gift them. And the gold in that really made it nice and sparkly. But that turned out lovely. I just had it sitting here with my pens and I thought, oh, I'll show you the one I did. So that's a really nice one. Okay, so I might add a little bit more of the turquoise in here so I get more turquoise in, and I think I might give it a stir so I can get a lot more of that gold up off the bottom of my wonder if I use this paint. Actually, I'll just coat my canvas just so if I tilt I haven't got to tilt too far, so just using the paint to spread over the canvas instead of tilting it, because this paint is so thick you probably could thin it down, but I'd probably only thin it with water, not Floetrol or pouring medium, just a little bit of water, because it might react with the paint and the paint might do something different than what it's meant to do. So I think we might just go the ring pour, or shall I do a jiggle jiggle? A jiggle jiggle. Yeah, I think a jiggle jiggle. See, there's not much of that turquoise coming out in this. Ooh, let's see what I get. So if you're gifting your little glass goblet, you can also give the little canvas to go with it. So it's nice to give these small canvases instead of a gift card. That's pretty nice. I'm just going to try something here while I've got the thought in my head. I might use, actually, I might layer some more paint on there, but like instead of the jiggle, like that. Now a bit of that turquoise is coming out in there. Okay, I just want to take my comb just to add a different effect in it. Might work, it might not, but you've got to try it. Let's give it a wiggle wiggle. So it's just a wide tooth comb. I'm not sure what it's used for. I see these things in the shops and think, oh, I can use that. That's a really cool look. That's brilliant. I'm not going to tilt that or do anything more with that. I'm going to let that dry. That's a really cool look with that comb, with doing the different effects in it. I'm going to leave it to dry. I'm going to leave my glass to dry. But that is already going into kind of little holes, my glass. I'm thinking the paint is not at its best. So we'll be back when it's dried, and then you can make up your own mind from there.
Before you get the chance to meet someone, before you get to meet someone like you. How many songs can you write about heartbreak? How to go when you're fed up with mistakes? Maybe I just found the answers. Maybe I just found the answers in you.